kung pagko-compare, if we compare minimum wage versus actual living wage, there is such a disparity. Some people say that the wages now should be 750, whereas the board said it was supposed to be like 850, ano ba ito, 570, etc. How does the commission arrive at the science of determining what is the right? Is just yun lang bang it should not be lower than minimum poverty level?
Medyo mahaba-habang discussion po yan.
Yung short version na lang, ma'am.
Yung short version po niyan ay ganito po. Number one, if you will look at the nature of minimum wage, it's really an emotional and a very sensitive issue. It's also primarily a political issue, but ang sinasabi natin, to make it an effective policy instrument, there must be a science behind it. So sa aaral po ng ating mga regional boards kung ano ba talaga sa tingin nila as a body would essentially balance the interest of our stakeholders, lalo na competing naman po yung interest nila. We follow because in the law there are 10 criteria in the determination of minimum wage. And I can just summarize it into 3. The first is the needs of workers, to satisfy the needs of workers and their families. At totoo naman po yung sinasabi na kung titignan nyo, hindi sapat yung 570, sabihin na natin, kung titignan natin yung lahat-lahat ng pangangailangan ng ating pamilya. At depende rin naman yan dun sa size ng family. Meron din namang family na sapat din sa kanila yung 570. At merong family na dahil mas mataas yung kanilang, alam niyo, statute, hindi sapat sa kanila. The second criteria is the capacity of our employers to pay. So kahit po sabihin natin, for example, ibigay natin ng 750 yung minimum wage, pero yung capacity naman ng employers to pay is not at par with that requirement of our workers. Magsasacrifice po yung marami hong mga policies yung masasacrifice, like halimbawa yung sinasabi natin na concern natin to encourage the formalization of our establishments. Kasi kung hindi ho nila kakayaning makasunod doon sa po na yon, ay maaaring mag-violate ho sila. So in that case, ini-encourage natin yung kanilang informalization.
Yeah.
At yung pangatlo hong yung pangatlong consideration natin is it in line with our economic development plans. Tulad po ngayon, we are still not yet out of the pandemic, and we know, and this is really the reason why I'm saying that we can see now yung limitation ng minimum wage as a policy. Kasi yung sector that is supposed to carry the burden was also affected by the calamity. Hindi naman po gobyerno yung magbabayad nito. So every time that the board makes a decision, it's really a balancing act between among all these 3 major considerations.
We've reached a point in our country where everything is so expensive and the wages are so small that Filipinos simply make do. Parang tira-tira na lang. Nagkaroon na nga tayo ng mga term na tirayaki. Di ba? Kinakain natin tira kasi we're cutting back so much. Is my philosophy skewed na parang mali?
Hindi, depende sa sitwasyon eh. Kasi kung halimbawa yung nagkaroon ng pandemic, actually bumagsak yung mga industriya, yung presyo bumaba din at that time, no? Then doon siguro at that point pwede natin itaas kasi parang may supply eh. May supply na hindi nagagamit pero tumataas na rin yung inflation at this time eh. Maraming supply side constraints na tinatawag. So kung itataas mo pa yung demand, hindi naman gagalaw yung supply na. So, ang mangyayari niyan, magkakaroon lang ng inflation. So, yun ang issue ngayon eh. Parang, ang pinaka-issue talaga yung timing eh. Yung timing nitong We're just coming out of the pandemic. We need time for industries to recover, especially the MSMEs. No? Sa pandemic, sila talaga yung tinamaan. So crucial na bigyan natin sila ng at least some space before we can give this. No?
Following your expertise as an economics professor, at what point do we determine na pwede na yung wage increase na yan? Because true, you're correct. We all got hit by pandemic, walang kabuhayan, walang negosyo, etc. Is it 6 months, 1 year? Because every time na lang na merong proposal for wage increases, transportation, fare hikes, wala nang ginawa kung hindi kumontra yung business. And people are saying, walang katapusan na kontrahan.
Pwede tayong mag-increase ng wage kung meron tayong increase ng productivity. Pag increase na yung supply. Halimbawa, nagmura na yung gasolina. O dumami na yung mga mahal na rin ng bigas ngayon. Diba? I-import natin yung bigas. Halimbawa, nagmura na yung bigas. So kung meron kung ganung sitwasyon na parang we're operating below capacity, no? Then pwede yun. Pwede kang parang tutulong ngayon yung minimum wage na increase mo yung demand, and therefore magkakaroon ng insentibo na yung mga firms to actually increase their production.
Okay.
So yun ang condition. Ang idea nga is that given the situation, is the minimum wage the right policy? Ang problema kasi sa minimum wage, yung burden ng raising the workers' welfare is tina-transfer mo sa private sector. When in fact, it should be the responsibility of the government.